customer said that you pushed their grandmother out the way.
Gotcha, bitch.
I pushed somebody's grandmother out the way? Okay, you talking about a fucking minor? You're fucking grown ass, chia looking 47-year-old Karen. Ugh. Like, y'all, this lady looked like a fucking chia pet.
Chia.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you are new, hey sis, what's up? Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Yeah, so I just retwisted my hair. We are 4 months locked, sis. Okay, I was contemplating on doing this story time while retwisting my hair, and I attempted, but it wasn't coming out right, and I was missing some parts of the story. But now I got my shit together. But I did retwist my hair today by myself. I need to go to my loctician next time. I'm gonna go to my loctician because I need her to get me right and get all in there, because at this point I'm just maintaining. Okay, I was supposed to do this story time yesterday on Sunday, but I was so tired from my job, y'all. I was tired as hell, y'all. So we back today. Okay, so yeah, I will be doing story time Sunday, so just bear with me while I try to get my schedules together, aligned and shit. So just bear with me, sis. But let's go ahead and get into the story time. So already this story is like taking energy out of me. Like, what's going on? What's going on? This story time is about the time I worked at Cracker Barrel. Okay, I worked at Cracker Barrel, y'all. I worked at Cracker Barrel since I was, I think, 16, 17. I started Cracker Barrel around 11th grade, the end of 11th grade, and I worked all the way until I graduated high school. I was there for like a year, like a little over a year. If y'all don't know what Cracker Barrel is, look it up. Okay, Cracker Barrel is like a restaurant, and it has like a storefront. And I worked in the retail part of the store. Okay, so I wasn't a waitress, I wasn't a server, I was in the store, I was in retail sales. So I was in charge of checking out, the checkout, all the goods that they have at the front and shit. And Cracker Barrel, y'all can tell by Cracker Barrel's name. I feel like I'm giving them clout, but it's not good clout. But it's no clout. But just the name of that store just makes you think, like, do I want to eat there? Because I have hella friends where I be like, oh, y'all trying to go to Cracker Barrel? Because I'm not gonna lie, their food is not that bad. Like, I think if you ever go there, I recommend to get their breakfast, or they have good biscuits, they have good catfish. The food is not that bad, depending on what you get. Like the breakfast, if you want to be safe, stick with the breakfast. But y'all, I experienced like a lot of discrimination there. It's a type of job where they want to like tweak your personality to become something that you're not. And it's a lot of jobs that's like that. Like a lot of jobs you have to put on like a persona, you have to put on a poker face. You just gotta be somebody that you're not, okay? Now let's just do like a little backstory, okay? So prior to me working at Cracker Barrel, when I was young, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, and I hope somebody can relate to this, because when I was younger, I used to want to be white. So I had like an identity crisis when I was in elementary school, and it's because me and my family, we moved to like this predominantly white neighborhood, and I went to like a white school. I used to get made fun of. Like, I used to talk very proper. I just used to always say like,
no, I'm white.
And I just used to like really despise our fucking culture. Like, that's like one of the saddest parts. You know, I feel like God brings you out of situations, or he'll put you through certain situations, because you're not meant to be like that. Because if I was still going to that all white school and we didn't struggle, and I didn't go to like a predominantly black school, then I probably would have still had that same attitude that I had in fucking elementary. Okay, I probably would have still been wanting to be white and still been having this preconception about black people. And it's like I am black. Like, I am the culture. Like, I'm a part of the culture. So yeah, so just know, are you going through some shit? Just know later on down the line, that was probably meant to happen, because I really feel like it was meant for me to not stay at that school, even though it was a really good school. But I think it was meant for me to like move around and just experience other cultures and really just become myself, because all of my experiences make me who I am today. So this Cracker Barrel was in my hometown, not my hometown, but it was the town that I used to live in when I was like in elementary, which was, you know, the predominantly white neighborhood. I lived like probably like 20 minutes away, so I would drive 20 minutes to go to work. Because mind you, now I'm on the other side of the town where it's more, you know, it's not the hood, but I guess people, because I'm from Clayco, y'all. I swear, people swear up and down that I'm not from Clayco, but I've lived in Clayco longer than I lived in anywhere else. Like, even if we move back, when you add up all the years, sis, I've been in Clayton County more than any other county. Damn it, shit. I'm all the way on the other side of town, and that's where we used to stay at. Let's go ahead and start with my manager, y'all. We're gonna name her Karen, Miss Karen. I would say her real name because I don't really give a fuck, and she don't even work there no more, but I'm just naming her Karen because I'm not gonna be like that, you know, just because people do you wrong don't mean you do them wrong. But yo, Karen was prejudiced. And I don't want to use like the racism word lightly, but to me, these people was racist, okay? The stuff that I'm about to tell y'all is not really like a big story that goes into one. It's just my experience at Cracker Barrel, and these are just like multiple events that happen that just changes my perception of Caucasian people. This is what altered my perception of Caucasian people to this day. Because like I said, when I was younger, they couldn't do no wrong, okay? Like I didn't see that shit because you're young and you're a child. But now I see everything. And ever since I worked at Cracker Barrel, y'all, I see some side, yeah, that altered how I feel about them. Basically, my manager, y'all, she tried to put on like this face like she was just, you know, equality. Like she tried to put on that type of face like she wasn't that way. You know, she tried to put on, she was two-faced, most definitely two-faced. I don't know, like she really made it seem like she did like me. Like she made it seem like she liked me, y'all. And I remember this one time, I think it all started when we had this meeting, like a team meeting, and for some reason that store had like a small ass meeting room. Like that's where orientation was held, that's where the meetings was held, that's where managers would have their meetings. Like it was just a small ass room. Like it was small as fuck. Like 20 people in there. It's gonna get claustrophobic. So me being me, I don't even think it's an introvert thing. It's just like I don't like being in a tight space with a lot of people. I really don't. Like I feel uncomfortable. I hate sitting across people. Like I don't like sitting across people who I'm not fully comfortable with, especially if it's like quiet and it's like a white light and the room is just like not giving, like it's a type of room, it's the type of environment where it will give you a headache. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully some of y'all know what I'm talking about. It was just like, I don't know, I just felt very uncomfortable, y'all. And I remember this, I just kept picking at my nails. Like I was looking down like this because I didn't really want to look up. Like the light, it was just too much. Everybody's just looking at each other staring. So I'm just picking at my nail, being an introvert, me being me. So I'm just like, you know, mind you, my phone is in my pocket. Okay, so the next day after we had the meeting, Miss Karen calls me into the office. She was like, so I just want to know how serious you're taking. Hold on, let me change my voice. I just want to know, how serious are you taking this job? Because I noticed that you was on your phone a lot during the meeting. Did you listen to anything that was going on? Do you remember anything? Can you tell me? Yeah. And I'm just like, I was never on my phone. Like I'm not dumb enough. Like you're right there. I'm in the meeting. I wouldn't be on my phone if we're in a meeting, y'all. And my manager is right there. Like that's disrespectful as fuck. And that's not my character, y'all. That's not my character. Like I just didn't want to, like I was just picking at my nail like the whole time, just, you know, listening. She thought I was texting the whole time. I'm like, girl, like if it was that deep, why didn't you say something in the meeting? So it's like she could have been like,
Bree, what are you doing?
Like she could have just like called me out in the meeting or pulled me aside after. Why are you waiting the next day or the next time I have to come into work to talk to me about it? Like I don't know, I thought that was a little weird. And I just told her like I wasn't on my phone, and I even recited to her what we was talking about. Like, and she was like, just looking at me up and down like she didn't believe me. Cause y'all know I'm gonna refer to them as they, cause I don't want YouTube to in the future, if this video goes somewhere, I don't want it in the future to like demonetize me or something, or I don't want y'all to feel something. But they tend to not believe us for some reason. Like they always think that we're lying, y'all. I don't get that. Like, bruh, like I'm not lying, bruh. Like literally I could have asked somebody to vouch for me. Like I wasn't on my phone. I was literally sitting on my phone the whole time. So that's one instance. I think that's where it started, where she didn't like me or whatever because she thought I was lying. And then another instance how I knew she really didn't like me. So we had this girl, I don't even think she needs a name. She was like one of those white girls who try to act black. She'll turn the knob up when there's a group of black people around. Like she'll go all the way with it. She used to sing NBA YoungBoy songs. She used to just I don't know, used to use black terms that just didn't sound right when she said it. Like, I don't know, but she just really like, I guess she was just gangster. Like, she was gangster. Like, she was cool, but she was also like, you could kind of tell she's like one of those shady types. Like, she'll act black and all that, but as soon as her people come around, where did the black go? I thought that was you. Anyway, this one time, I guess she was like mad or something. She was mad at Miss Karen, or she was mad at some management or whatever. And she was just like venting to me outside after we got off of work. And she was like, yeah, and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, Miss Karen even be talking about you. Like, she said like, yeah, she always be telling me to make sure that Bree is doing A, B, and C. Make sure Bree is doing her job. Make sure Bree is doing her assignment. Make sure, because you know, blah, like, make sure Bree do what? Because anybody who knows me, like anybody who knows my work ethic, especially at the job I'm at now, y'all, I work my ass off. Like, I'm a hard worker. Like, right now, I'm a beast. I don't think I ever been that good at a job until I got to this job that I'm at now. It's just like, I know my work ethic and I have OCD, and it's like, if I'm getting paid to do something, I want to put in my work. Like, I'm not one of those sloppy workers. Don't do that. And she really tried me. Like, when she told me that, I was like, wait, what? Because I would literally go out my way and like do a lot of shit for this job. Like, I would literally go out my way and organize something, or really like sit down and organize all this shit. Because if y'all ever been in the store, like a Cracker Barrel store, y'all know that shit can get a little messy, especially like the little toys area. Like, them kids be doing a lot of shit in that. They be doing some weird shit, like, and it always be messy. So it's like, I would literally take the time out of my day so I'm just not standing around looking like I'm doing nothing, and I would literally like do my shit. Mind y'all, this is the type of job that really wants to alter your personality, because when I first started, I'm an introvert and I'm black. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm not like a country southern hospitality type of person. Like, I'm not gonna sit. They really wanted us to be like, well, hey there, look at you, welcome to Cracker Barrel, how can I help you? Oh, please, we have a nice sale over here. We have a little 50% off clearance right here in the 25 cent in the SeaWorld section. Bruh. They really wanted us to talk like that. And I think Miss Karen didn't like me because I couldn't, like, I tried my best. I put on my customer service shit. Don't get it twisted. But I'm not, like, just because I didn't add that extra southern touch to it, like, she would get on me about that. I'm not them. Like, I'm just not them. It's not gonna work. Like, my personality is not made like that. My personality is not made to be southern and cheesy. And I hate jobs that's like that. Like, that's why I quit that fucking DJ job that I was at. It's like, they want to make you something that you're not, and I don't like jobs like that at all. And I really went out of my way to like really be that way and to be like a fucking people's pleaser in that job. And I get it, like, I get it, the customers, but some of them kind of know when you're faking, especially if you really can't put on that type of, like, I can be respectful and be, you know. Anyway, let's get, okay. God, this is really taking me back. Like, for some reason, I thought about this story when I was at work, and I was like, y'all, this will be a good story time, but I feel like I'm gonna have to split it up in a part 2, part 1, whatever. So drop them comments if y'all want to hear more of what I had to go through in that job. But like, the co-workers, I remember it just being like only 2 black girls. It was me and there was this other black girl, and they really used to talk shit about us, and we did our job. Like, we did what they wanted us to do. And also, I remember it was this other coworker. I'm gonna just say her name because I don't give a fuck, but her name was Sarah. And Sarah was racist. Sarah, I know for a fact, was racist as fuck, bro. Like, I'm the type of person where I don't give any problems. Like, I don't talk shit about people. I stay to myself, especially if I'm at work. I'm there to get the bag and go the fuck home. Like, I'm not in the mix of all that extra shit. Like, even now, I'm not in the mix of all that extra shit. I'd rather just not deal with it. Because once you start making like acquaintances and friends and all that shit, no, once you start making friends at the workplace, that's how like drama and shit starts coming your way. And I just prefer to just not do that. Like, I prefer to be by myself. Then nobody has any type of reason on why they should be talking shit about me or anything. They can talk shit still, but it's like, you won't have no facts because I'm not telling nobody shit. Like, I was always kind to Sarah. I was always kind to all of my coworkers. Like, that's just my nature. Like, I'm a kind person. Like, one time, one of the girls who was my age, she actually happened to go to the school that I used to go to. So basically, I wanted to become a dishwasher because I was so tired of the retail part. Y'all, they was doing way too much. Like, they was expecting us to go above and beyond for fucking $10 an hour. Girl, y'all need to put me in fucking theater, in a theater class, some shit, because y'all got me acting and shit. Like, girl, like, y'all got me doing the most, really, like, wasting my energy and coming out of my fucking morals doing this shit with y'all. Like, they was just doing too much, and I wanted to become a dishwasher so I could just like stay to myself, put in my headphones. I don't have to deal with the customers. I don't have to deal with my manager up my ass all the time. Like, they was really up our ass all the fucking time. And we used to have like walkie talkies and shit, and they would like literally, Miss Karen would be in my ear like, Bree, go check on those customers to the right. Like, she would literally look at the cameras and shit. Oh, I just remember something else, but let me finish this. I told the girl that I wanted to become a dishwasher, and she was, oh yeah, da da da. So I guess she ended up telling Sarah. I guess she told me that they was just having a conversation, and she told me how it came up. But she was just like, yeah, well, Sarah said, this is what Sarah said, y'all. When she told her, yeah, like, Bree was thinking about leaving, going to become a dishwasher, and Sarah was like, oh,
well, we won't be missing nothing, like let her leave, so let her go, please. Like, we're not gonna be missing anything.
Bitch, what? Girl, you can go ahead and fold them fucking clothes all by your fucking self. You can go ahead and sweep all by yourself. You can clean the fucking windows by yourself. And you can go ahead and put on that little fucking friendly ass act by your fucking self, bitch. If that shit happened today, y'all, I feel like I probably would have said something. But being that she was talking about like a little kid, like, I'm a minor at this time. I'm probably like 16, 17. Okay, you talking about a fucking minor? You're fucking grown ass, chia looking 47-year-old Karen. Ugh. Like, y'all, this lady looked like a fucking chia pet. She had to be in her 40s. And you're talking about a minor like this, like, and basically discrediting my name. That's a pet peeve of mine too. I hate when somebody tries to like discredit my work or discredit what I got going on. Like, I don't like that, because I know what type of worker I am, and I know if I get home and I'm tired, I did some work. Like, like, y'all, don't do that. Karen would just like, I don't know, she used to smile in my face a lot, but I know that she was like talking shit. Like, she would talk shit about the other black girl too. Y'all, I had customers lie on me and say, like, there was this one instance where it was very packed on a Sunday, and y'all know how the weekends are at any restaurant, but at Cracker Barrel, baby, everybody would be like, the line would be in the fucking store, y'all, like, and you just can't, you have people shopping, you have a line going through the whole store. I remember this one time, like, I couldn't get around nowhere, and the first opening that I seen, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it. So it was these people standing there, and I said, excuse me, and I didn't touch nobody. Like, y'all, I didn't touch nobody. Now, this was a time where Miss Karen quit, and we ended up getting a black female manager, and I forgot her name, but we're gonna call her Miss Keisha. Let's call her Miss Keisha. Miss Karen, she left. She went on about her way with her prejudiced ass. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it needs to be like a part 2 where I really need to tell y'all some instances. So basically, it's when she left and we had a new manager, and the district manager was in town that day. So, like I said, I was sliding through. I said, excuse me, and I know I said, excuse me. I said, excuse me. They looked at me and they moved. Okay, cool. A few hours pass. It dies down. The store part it's not as crowded as it was, because, you know, people be coming from church and stuff and they want to go out to eat. So around this time, it's not as cluttered. My manager, Miss Keisha, she pulls me aside and she's like,
hey, like, the district manager told me that some of the customers said that you pushed their grandmother out the way.
Gotcha, bitch.
I pushed somebody's grandmother out the way, and she said that I was rude. So Miss Keisha told me that the district manager told her that a customer said that I pushed her grandmother out the way, didn't say excuse me, and I was very rude. Ain't that some white privilege shit? Do I look like the type of person that would do that? Like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I told my manager, I was like, that doesn't even sound like something I would do. Like, I pushed her grandmother out the way. I clearly said excuse me because y'all wouldn't have moved. We made dead eye contact. I said excuse me. I said I'm sorry. You know, I didn't touch this grandma. I did not touch her. My body did not touch her at all. I literally squeezed through like a tiny space. But I know for a fact My body did not touch her. Nothing touched her. Nothing touched nobody because they literally moved out the way for me. And it's like they really felt some type of way. Like they said I pushed their grandmother out the way. And I know exactly, like I remember these people, like there's no way that y'all lied on me. Like what the fuck? It's stuff like that. Like the customers, I had instances where like I've had a fucking white man yell at me and shit, and yell at me because his card wasn't working, saying that it's my fault because his card kept declining, and he wanted to get mad at me, and he was like,
you know what, lady, I'm getting really fucking upset.
like bruh, I've had customers really be rude, and then you have to sit up there like a fucking slave and not say shit, or else you're gonna get fired. Like what type of shit is that? Like I've had customers really be rude to me. I've had customers say a comment about white privilege. Like, just know, if you go to Cracker Barrel and you going in like a predominantly white neighborhood, just expect there to be some hillbillies and rednecks in there, because they gonna look at you like, what are you doing here? Maybe if you're a customer and you go there, you'd be like, oh, I never had a problem. But no, until you're working there every fucking day, you see different scenarios. Like, it's just crazy. Like I've had fucking customers treat me like a fucking like a servant or something. Like they would shop and they would just pile all these clothes onto me, like,
here, take this, here, take that.
And I'm just sitting there like with all these clothes and shit, and I'm like, bro, like I'm not nobody's fucking servant. Like, and then my manager keeps wanting me to check on them and shit. Like I've had an instance where one of my coworkers snitched on me, I guess, because I said a comment about one of the customers. I used to be friends with the hostess, y'all, because they was around my age, and we used to just joke, like just make light of the situation, because so one of the hostess was actually another black girl. Like, you know the energy. Like if you see somebody else, like working at Cracker Barrel was like I was on an episode of Get Out or some shit. Like that's how I felt. So it's like when you see another black person, y'all know. Okay, so me and her used to talk, and we used to like, just try to make light of the situation. We gotta be there. Managers be acting weird, the people be acting weird, like, and like we was just talking, and like one of my coworkers who was also cool with Sarah, okay, and mind you, she was new, like she used to look like the fucking Hobbit. Like she snitched on me because I said like a comment about the customers. It wasn't too bad. I'm not gonna really say what I said. I didn't say nothing too bad, but she just snitched on me. And then I remember Miss Keisha was like, she talked to me, she pulled me aside, she was like,
hey, somebody said that you said this about such and such.
I was like, wait, what? And it's like, I know who snitched. And basically my manager was just like, be careful about what you say, or because you don't know who's listening, da da da. Being that was our new manager, it kind of left, I guess, it left a bad taste in her mouth about me, because people just kept coming up to me, like coming up about me. I think they was really trying to get me out of there, to be honest, because soon after that, like after that instance, with the comment about the customers, she didn't give me no hours the next week. I wasn't getting enough hours, and I just ended up moving my ass along. I'm like, shit, you ain't gonna tell me twice, because I was about to go off to college anyway. I was gonna transfer to a Cracker Barrel up there. I was like, you know what, bro, fuck this, and I went ahead and I got me another job. Like, people at Cracker Barrel, that was like a whole like society within itself. The people on the kitchen side, they didn't seem as bad, but in the retail section, it was bad. The people are weird, coworkers were weird because they're from that area, and it's just like, I don't know, it really changed my perception. I love all people of all colors, but it raised like red flags. Like, I'm on alert when I'm around them sometimes, because you really don't know what they're thinking. Like, they really will act friendly in front of your face, and I'm not saying this is all of them, but in my case, the people that I've come across, it's been most of them. Like, they always have like some type of hidden agenda. Like, bro, like my manager literally did not like me for no reason. Like, I did not cause no problems. If y'all want a part 2, make sure y'all like this video and drop them comments, because I'll go into depth. Let me know what y'all want to know more about. Like, what scenario when I used to work there do y'all want to know more about? Because I will literally go into depth, and I'll make a part 1, part 2, part 3, whatever, because it's like instances where I can't just tell it in one story. Like, I have to tell you one specific instance. So if y'all want to know about Sarah, or if y'all want to know more about my manager, if y'all want to know more about Miss Karen or Miss Keisha, or an instance with a customer, like, just let me know, because drop them comments, okay? Drop them comments, sis, and hit that like button, okay? Because then I'll know for sure if y'all really fuck with it. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. sliding in this bitch. Find me on YouTube, yeah, I know I am the shit. And I'm live on air, and you know we getting lit. Let me pour up a drink, cause a bitch getting rich.